Hello and welcome to a special weather update for everyone in the Ripley, Ohio area. If you're a fan of snow, well, you're about to get your wish this weekend, big time. But this is more than just a pretty snowfall we're talking about. We need to get serious because a potentially dangerous winter storm is headed our way.
And let's not mince words here. While we are going to see a good amount of snow, the real headline, the real danger, comes right after. Meteorologist Chris Bailey puts it perfectly. The mix of snow and the brutal cold that follows makes this a potentially life-threatening winter storm. So let's break down exactly what's coming and what you need to do to stay safe. You know, the easiest way to think about this whole system is like a 1-2 punch. First comes the jab. That's the snow on Saturday. But then comes the haymaker, a true Arctic invasion bringing dangerous, record-breaking cold that's going to stick around right into Monday. So let's tackle both parts, one by one.
All right, let's dive into part one, the snow. This thing is going to hit fast and hit hard this Saturday. And with a storm like this, timing is absolutely everything. So let's walk you through the day hour by hour.
Okay, take a look at this timeline because things are going to go downhill pretty quickly. The official winter storm warning kicks in at 1 p.m. By about 4 o'clock, you're going to start seeing those first flakes flying in and around Ripley. Now, your window for safe travel, it slams shut pretty fast after that, and you really need to pay attention to that 8 p.m. time frame. That's when the snow will be coming down the hardest, making travel a really bad idea. It'll start to wind down around 11 p.m., but believe me, the impacts are going to last all night long.
So, the big question, how much are we talking about? Well, right now it's looking like a solid 2 to 5 inches for Ripley and the rest of Brown County. And listen, this isn't that heavy, wet, sloppy snow. This is what we call a dry, fluffy snow. Now, that sounds nice, right? But what it really means is that it piles up super fast and the wind can blow it all over the place, dropping visibility to near zero and making the roads slick almost instantly.
Once that snow stops, you might think the worst is over, but that's when the second and honestly the far more dangerous part of this storm rolls in. We are talking about a full-blown Arctic invasion. The temperature is just going to completely bottom out Saturday night, and I'm telling you, this cold is the biggest threat we're going to face all weekend. Get a load of this. The high temperature on Sunday is only going to be 15 degrees. Yeah, you heard that right. 15. Let that sink in for a second. That's not the low. That's the high for the entire day. This is a record-breaking kind of cold. We won't even get out of the teens.
And when the sun goes down Sunday, oh boy, the temperatures will continue to crater. We're forecasting a low of just 1 single degree in Ripley. And a lot of our neighbors, especially over in the Whitewater and Miami valleys, could easily see temperatures drop below zero.
Now this right here, this is the most important number of the entire weekend, the wind chill. Because with the wind gusting around, it's not going to feel like 1 degree. No way. It's going to feel like 15 degrees below zero. And I am not exaggerating. This is a dangerous, life-threatening cold. You don't have to take my word for it. The official cold weather advisory is very clear. They're not messing around. They say a wind chill of 15 below zero could result in bodily harm. What does that actually mean for you? It means frostbite can happen on any exposed skin in as little as 30 minutes. That's why we're hammering this point home. This is serious stuff.
Just to put this all in perspective for you, this storm is going to bring the coldest start to December that the tri-state area has seen in 15 years, a decade and a half. So no, this isn't just a typical cold snap. It's a significant, historically cold blast of air.
Okay, so with the threat this serious, the National Weather Service has, of course, issued official advisories. And it is absolutely crucial that you understand what they are, who they're for, and what you need to do. So let's break them down really quick.
So we've got 2 different alerts to keep track of. First is the winter storm warning. That's for the snow itself. It starts Saturday afternoon and runs through Sunday morning, and that's for Ripley and the nearby counties. The second one is the cold weather advisory. Now this one is for the entire tri-state area, and it's all about that dangerous wind chill. It kicks in Saturday evening and lasts all the way till Monday morning. So let's put it all together. Here's your weekend in a nutshell. Saturday, the temperatures are dropping and we've got heavy snow. Sunday, the sun might peek out, but don't let it fool you. It is going to be brutally, dangerously cold, with that high of only 15. The cold sticks around Monday, but we do finally start crawling out of the freezer with a high of 27.
I know, that's a whole lot of doom and gloom, but
I promise, I do have some good news. This Arctic blast, as intense as it's going to be, is not going to last forever. In fact, it's pretty short-lived. There's a major change coming next week, and it's a good one.
Just look at this rebound. After a high of just 27 on Monday, the temperatures just keep climbing. And by Thursday, we're talking about a high near 55 degrees. Can you believe that? That's an incredible turnaround. We're going from record-breaking cold to practically spring-like weather in just a few days. So if we could just get through this weekend, that mild weather is a reward.
So here's the bottom line. The next 48 hours are serious. The combination of all the snow and the life-threatening cold that follows demands your attention. This isn't a storm to take lightly. You need to have a plan to stay safe, to stay warm. So the question you really need to be asking yourself right now is, are you ready?